Hey guys, it's Brian and Josh Simpson from Team Trinity here for another Disc Golf Examiner disc review. And today we got another one from the Trilogy Challenge. Josh, what do we got?
We have the 2019 Trilogy Challenge Keystone. It's their putter in the retro plastic. Nice little grip to it and flies very, very straight. A little bit more overstable than the Deputy.
Yeah, and I thought it was great. I thought I throw the Deputy myself. I thought, Deputy's a little more understable than this, so it stays pretty floaty, pretty glidey for a long time whenever you're throwing it, and I really enjoyed it as a putting putter as well. So let's go ahead and show you how we got to this conclusions. We'll start it off by going to the profile.
So for the 2019 Trilogy Challenge putter is the Keystone Retro. It has a nice grippy feel to it. I throw a Deputy and those are shallow rims. This one's a little bit deeper. Feels okay in the hand with my fan grip, but all in all, nice putter. Feels really nice in the hand.
I'd say the deep dish is very comparable to a dagger. When I threw the Keystone on a hyzer release, it flipped up to flat, rode nice and straight for the majority of the flight, and just had a slight hook up there at the end because we do have a right to left hill.
Okay, so throwing that on a hyzer, it kind of flipped a little bit to flat, but mainly held that line. It was a little high, but held that line and just had a nice little fade at the end.
When I threw the Keystone on a flat release, it flipped up into an anhyzer, rode over to the right far.
Okay, so when I threw the Keystone a flat release, right out of the hand, it started going to the right and pretty much held that line the entire flight.
When I threw the Keystone on an anhyzer release, it kept that anhyzer the entire time. Seems to be pretty understable, but very floaty.
Throwing the Keystone on an anhyzer release, threw it pretty high, but it held that line the entire flight and never wanted to fight back.
When I was putting with the Keystone, I found something pretty interesting about it. When I putted on a hyzer line, it kept the hyzer line real nice. Whenever I put it on an anhyzer line, it also held that line and just started to come out of it right into the basket. I really think that this disc is very versatile for putting.
As a putter, the Keystone flies very straight for me. It's kind of a little bit more overstable than like the Deputy, and that's what I bag. So this one, very nice, very straight. I can hit it pretty hard. I know it's going to go straight wherever I throw it.
And that's how we threw the Latitude 64 Retro Keystone. Had so much fun with it, Josh.
At Trinity Sports, it's in Homer City, Pennsylvania. It's only maybe like 10 minutes from the IUP course. So if you're up here playing, we normally have a player that's up here every single day. His name's Jeff. He has his own little reserved parking spot over there. If you run into him, just ask and he can give you a card and tell you where we are.
Awesome. And definitely come check it out. IUP is one of our favorite courses here. So that'll do it for us. So until next week, keep banging those chains.